Guys, so I just finished this look using some of the new products that I did in my previous YouTube video. You can go and check that out. It was all about updating my kit, some new products, trying out some new things, and getting back to makeup overall since the whole corona issue. So I just noticed that one of my brows is higher than the other. My brows have always been like that. I don't know, it's just always been like that. So remember, brows are sisters, not necessarily twins, but you can try as best as possible to get them to match. But yeah, I know this. Please don't come for me. I saw it. Okay guys, so I will be using a duo eyelash glue to put on my brows to get all the brows laid down, have no leave outs, and give the look a natural effect, because I won't need to go so heavy on using the pencil. So you can try this if you haven't tried it before. So I'll be using a spoolie to brush those areas in, and now I'm just taking a regular brown eyebrow pencil and filling in the areas that needs a little bit more brown color. Some parts of my brows doesn't have any hair, so I'll use the brown pencil to fill that in. I don't need to create a outline, like I outline the bottom, outline the top, and then I fill in inside. I won't need to do that because the ears are laid, so I just need to fill in where I need to. So I'll be doing that to both brows. And you can get this pencil at your regular beauty store. I got this at the one in Falmouth. So I'll be using a LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toast to highlight my brows. Just a part of the bottom. I used 3 colors. A shade that is like 1 shade lighter than my skin tone at the front. Then for the arch I use something that is 2 shades lighter, and then at the top I use something that is closest to my skin tone. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm using the Toast, which is maybe just 1 shade lighter than my skin tone at the front, and then I will be going in with a second color for the arch. So after I blend that down, and now I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toast. That is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, to highlight underneath my brow, underneath the arch of the brow to be exact. So I'm going to blend that down, do that on both sides. So now I'm going in with a Morphe brush, and I'm just blending out both colors with the same brush so they can have a gradient look and blend together seamlessly. So I use tapping motions to blend. I don't do windshield wiping. I just tap and push the product into my skin to create this flawless look. So now I'll be going in with a dark brown from my Morphe times Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'll be using two colors, even though I pointed at three. I'm using the darkest shade and the shade next to the darkest brown shade that I use. So I'm going with a Juvia's Place brush with the darkest brown shade. So again, I'm using tapping motion, not windshield as yet, because the concealer is still tacky and I don't want it to move if I'm doing the windshield, if I'm wiping to put down the eyeshadow. So I'm not going too high with the dark brown because I will be going in with a lighter brown to blend at the top. And I won't be taking the dark brown too much to the inner corner of my eye because of the pigment that I'll be using later on, that I'll be using there. So I'm not going too far to the inner corner, and I'm not going too far at the outer corner either because I'll be using the other transition shade, which is the lighter brown. That will go out that side a little bit. I don't want the eyeshadow look to be that what should I say, that distributed sorry, over the entire eye. I just want it to stay, you know, at the space that my eye would be. I'm not taking it too far out to the edge of my brows. I just want it to stay right inside there. So I'm going in with the lighter brown shade now to blend out the edges of the darker brown. And I'm still not going in too far to my inner corner of my eye. Child, I'm having a very bad headache right now doing this voiceover, but I want to do this voiceover so I can get the video out tomorrow, which is Monday. So I'm going in with the pigment now. It's a JaLarue Pigment in the color Periwinkle. It's kind of a blue pigment. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm obsessed with blue, so I don't know, I have to have some blue somewhere there. I don't always use blue, but you know, I'm all for it. So I'm going in with a flat fluffy brush and I'm just patting that color in. So with this I did not go back in with a concealer to kind of like create a blank canvas for the pigment. So I did one eye without using the concealer to create a blank canvas, and I used concealer in the other to see how different they would look. So this eye I'm using the concealer to create a blank canvas for that pigment. And to me, the one with the concealer to create a blank canvas, as I'm saying, I think it looks better because there is no product underneath. They both look good, but I think this one with the concealer looks better. Even though you really can't tell the difference, really. So I'm going in with the darkest brown that I used to kind of create a gradient effect between the pigment and the eyeshadow, just to get those two blended together and get rid of any sharp edges, you know, to give it a blended look. This is a very simple eyeshadow look. So now I'll be going in with my Inglot eyeliner. It's the black one. I'm not sure what the number is. Let me see. Oh, it's the number 77. The black is 77. I also have the white, but I didn't use the white for this look. And trust me, this pigment is worth the hype, even though it's a bit costly. I think I maybe paid like $18 or $17 for it. But this liner glides effortlessly. It glides. It was so easy to apply. It was super easy to apply. It glides so nicely. And it's also waterproof, so makes it even better. I used it on my waterline as well. I'm not creating a big wing liner. I just wanted to create a small wing liner for this look, because usually, you know, I go for the cat eye, but this look is just a simple, cute, you know, a little date night, a little brunch look. Nothing too fancy, nothing too heavy. Just a simple look that anyone can do. Alright, so after I did the wing liner, I went in with another JaLarue pigment in the color Ghost. It's more like a white pigment. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not as much as the white, the white gold. Yes, it's not as shimmery as the white gold, but it's really nice. I like it, and it's very pigmented. I used a small amount and I couldn't believe that it came out this pigmented. And then I'm going with a little bit of the periwinkle to blend those two colors together to give it a gradient look as well. So this is my Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour foundation in the color Deep Bronze. Yeah, this is the part where I forgot to put on my primer. So I remembered that I didn't put on any, and then I went for the e.l.f. putty primer. I used this primer once before. This was my second time using it, and trust me, I like it. I like this primer. It gives this blurring effect, because my pores, yes, you can see them, but after I use this primer, it kind of hides them somewhat. They're still there, but not as obvious. So you can definitely try out this primer. I'm going in with a clean brush, and I just went in once. Picked up a good amount of product to use on my cheeks, my chin, my upper lip, and my forehead. So now I'm going in with my foundation color to clean the top of my brow. And I'm using a square top brush, a flat square top brush. This brush is a no-name brush. So this is the brow that I didn't realize was higher than the other one. I didn't realize until I was finished. Recording this video, I used my back camera. It was recommended that I use the back camera because the back camera is a bit better than the front. Which, yeah, I like the back camera. But the only disadvantage is I can't see if I'm properly positioned in front of the camera than if I was to use the front camera where I know exactly where I'm positioned and what exactly is going on in front of me. But yeah, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Alright, so I'm going in with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in the color Deep Bronze. I don't use this foundation often. I always go for my Black Opal stick foundation in Carob. That's my go-to foundation, but this foundation, this Super Stay, it's giving what it's supposed to give. I love it, and it's also full coverage, which I love as well. So I get that all over my face. And I'm using another Juvia's Place brush, and it's a flat brush. And it's dense enough to apply foundation very nicely. And I'm using tapping motions, not wiping motions. So I'm pushing the foundation into my skin. And I think at some point this foundation did not match my skin this well, but it's doing it now. So let's see if it will fit when winter comes. So I'm going back in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is what's this? I think this is Toffee. This color is Toffee. I'm not the type to use a lot of concealer under my eye. I just put it right there. Not going any further. Not taking it way out. I just leave it right there. So I'm also applying it to my nose. Going to apply it to my chin and my forehead, and use a damped beauty blender to blend those out. This is where I was dumping the beauty blender because I did this look in my bathroom. So I got that beauty blender dumped and then it's time to blend. And I'm using the pointy end to blend out the concealer. And that area gets it right up underneath the eye. And this concealer, I think it's maybe 2 shades lighter than my foundation color. I don't want to go too light underneath my eye. I like to give this natural glowy look, highlighted look underneath the eye, the chin, the nose. I went back in with my foundation brush, didn't add any more product to it, so kind of blend out the edges of the concealer on my forehead and underneath my eye. And then I'm using the Black Radiance contour palette in medium to deep, and I'm using the darkest shade in that to contour my cheeks. So yeah, make that funny face to get that cheekbone up and get that contour shade in to look snatched. So both cheeks, the side of my nose, and then my forehead. This contour color is not so dark, but it gave what it's supposed to give when I use the CoverGirl. What was it? Is it the CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony? When I used that to set the contour, honey, it gave what it's supposed to give, and it was perfect. Contour was perfect with it. Even though it's not so dark, with the contour shade you can see the difference. So yeah, this is the CoverGirl, not LA Girl, CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony, and I'm using another Juvia's Place brush to apply that to my cheeks. See, it's giving me this nice subtle glowy look. I love it. On the forehead, yes. Did I set my under eye? Did I? I think so. So just to note, I used a press powder to set the concealer underneath my eye. I used the Milani press powder in Pecan to set underneath my eye. To set underneath everywhere that I use the concealer. Under my eye, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. So now I'm going to use that angled brush. It's a fluffy angled brush to use the bronzer to set the contour on my nose. So I didn't go down with the brush, I went up into my brow. Now I'm going with this it's an Instapop Real Techniques brush. This is the first set. The second set is it's I think much smaller. So Instapop cheap brush. So this was the first one. The first one is bigger than the second batch that they have. So I'm using the same Milani face powder or press powder in the color Pecan to set the foundation where I didn't set with anything. So I'm using that to set that in. And then I'm also going to go in with that same press powder with the beauty blender to chisel out the contour on my cheeks, because I noticed that looks like it was going down my face than to stay on my cheek area. You'll see when I use the oh yes, this is it. See, I was using it to make sure that my contour, my cheek contour is right where it's supposed to be. Some persons use a lighter shade to highlight there, but I don't want that much excitement. I just want everything to blend together and everything is where it's supposed to be. So I dust off the excess powder, and then I'm going in with those 3 colors from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette to, you know, give a little more pop to the cheeks. I like when it gives this light orangish look. I don't know, it just does something for me and I love doing it. And I always use those 3 colors from the palette. So you're giving me this warm look. So now I am going with the Essence mascara. I think it's a Princess, the Essence Princess mascara. And now I'm going with the I Envy Super Stronghold Eyelash Glue. And this is the black eyelash glue. So get that lash on. If you want to see me do a video on how to apply your lashes, you can comment underneath the video if you want me to do one, or any other type of videos that you want to see. I got y'all. I'll fix y'all up with that video. And putting on lashes comes with practice. You're not gonna learn it the first go. It's not gonna be perfect. So apply the lashes. So I was checking them to see if they were on properly. So now I'm going in with the Inglot eyeliner, color 77, on my lower lash line. And I think I added it to my waterline as well. Yeah, added it to my waterline as well. Now I'm using the same mascara to get those lower lashes together. I love this mascara. Kind of gives length to my lashes. So now for the moment of truth. This is the AIRBRUSH machine that I bought. This was my first time using it, and I'm telling you, this machine is the bomb. AIRBRUSH machine gave an airbrush look. So I added my Sacha Fix It setting spray to the machine, and as you can see the mist coming out. Use it all over my face, and trust me, this machine is so precise because I used it underneath my eye and it did not disturb my eyeshadow nor the eyeliner. Even though it's waterproof, I didn't have no issues. It's so precise, and it took away the powdery look that was on my face. I love this machine. It was a great investment. And it gives this even mist that's coming out. It's not like the spray bottle that, you know, you might not get an even spray each time. This gives you an even spray each time, because you determine how strong you want or how much setting spray you want to come out. So I'm going in with my Juvia's Place highlighter. I don't remember the name of this highlighter. So it's the Juvia's Place, the Heroin Glow 1 highlighter. And I'm using that on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my cheeks. Yes, this is the end look. It was so nice. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.